guys, it's NautoAce. I also want to give my thoughts on Sakurai's recent Twitter posts, about DLC characters. So, if you don't know yet what's going on, Sakurai or his Twitter, Sora Projects, Project Sora LTD, or you get the idea, his company, he basically said that the decision who are going to be the 5 DLC character for Super Smash Ballot Ultimate has been decided. So it doesn't mean, they already know who the 5 are. No. He basically just said that they already got the idea who they want to be, and that Nintendo themselves made the decision. So you're gonna ask yourself, why is he saying something like this? Again, Sakurai, or maybe some of the Japanese developer, maybe the cultural thing, they like to be transparent for their fans. Again, it's good to be transparent, but sometimes you get a situation of TMI. So to some extent, this is sort of a TMI in my opinion, because, then people might say, so Nintendo's only have this final decision. Why not the fans? We were the one that made Sakurai a lot of money, except, some story like that. Whatever, to each of their own. But anyway, so Sakurai finally said, we got the characters. They discussed it with Nintendo, which character they want in the game, which DLC character. They're not going to say they know what the 5 characters are. They're just saying, what Sakurai is saying is, they got a lot of Nintendo characters listed, and they're going to narrow it down to 5. But the thing also I want to give my thoughts on is, the second post he said, some might say, wow, that's going to sound so jerky. Some said, I kind of get why he said that, and I'm going to explain why. So what you're seeing here is Sakurai's second post. And at face value, he's just basically saying, thank you fans, we appreciate your feedback, we appreciate the love of Super Smash Brothers. But then if you notice, if you read more deep on that one it's also basically, to some extent, and that's the key word there, let's just say sort of a, what's the word I'm calling, a nice fest. And what I say that, because if you notice the latter part is, he basically said, we do appreciate that the passion and the love for Super Smash Brother, but please keep your feedback to a minimum, because because we're not been requesting, we have not been requesting for feedback. So please, to me, to my other developers, to anyone, please refrain yourself giving us feedback, because we have not asked. So there was a little bit of quote-unquote antagonistic something there. But for people who don't know what the meaning behind it, and a lot of people basically said, much really gonna say mean a bit, but to some extent it is the truth. Nintendo Prime, Game Explained, Mugen Lord, even Player Essence. So I'm gonna say it here is a 4-letter word, and I normally don't say this, but I'm saying only the initial of the word. It is a bad language, but basically what this post, the second post that Sakurai basically said is, STFU, stop telling us which character you want, because it's done. Yes, STFU. And if you don't know what that is, I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell you. Most people probably know what it is, and it's a bad word. It is a bad word there. He's not saying that, but the lingo behind it is antagonistic. And for me personally, I understand why. And if you notice also for this particular Twitter post, it's only in English. There's no Japanese version. It's only either English, maybe outside of Japan. I kinda really felt sorry for Sakurai. I really do. From the Game & Watch controversy to people sending him vile messages because a particular character wasn't there, and just overall for some, whether they're fans or not, I don't know, maybe a troll, giving Sakurai, who's a hard worker, who in the previous game he broke his hand, he tore the muscle in his arm, who works in his day off, and he puts more content to the game that's almost needed. So much Smash Brother Brawl already had more content. Wii U, 3DS, and now Switch, the ultimate. So basically, the reason why he went there and sounds so jerky, please don't take it personal, and antagonistic is, to some extent, he is fed up. A lot of people, I agree with what they said. They basically is an STFU. So it basically is, quit bugging them, posting stuff that says, hey, look, we want this character, we want X, Y, and Z. He just said it. The tender's already done. They got the list of what they wanted. They're going to narrow it down to 5, and you'll end up finding all 5 of them by the end of February 2020, because he said it himself that they're probably going to take, starting with Piranha Plant, a year. So it's probably going to be every 2 months. There'll be a new character every 2 months, every 2 character. Do I blame him for basically posting like this, especially in English or a message that's outside of Japan? No, because it ultimate, after he revealed every character's in it, there's a lot of new features, a lot of improvement. People still are mad. People are still frustrated. Where's Waluigi? I want Banjo. I want Gino. Why don't you listen to your fans? For crying out loud, he is listening to most of their fans. Like 95 to 98, heck, even 99% of the fans. For me personally, yes, I'm happy because the content's in it and the idea behind it, everyone is back. Yes, I am also guilty with this to some extent because in the last game, Ice Climber wasn't in the Wii U and 3DS. I couldn't really accept the reason behind it because I think it was just utterly weird because they're working on the Wii U, but it doesn't work on the 3DS because it wasn't even the new 3DS. It was just on the vanilla 3DS. And his reason was, I want the character roster to be parody. I couldn't really agree with that yet, but I didn't go sending foul messages, but I just kind of was disappointed. That was it. But yes, I guess to some extent I kind of, like, I didn't really basically say like, oh, you suck that Ice Climber's not in the game, but I kind of showed my disappointment because, well, Ice Climber's not on the Wii U. Now they're back, and he even said it, yes, everyone is back. So this is why he did that. To some extent, he loves what he's doing. He's pushing himself to doing it. Him even making jokes to some extent that it's not even a joke. Like in the end, he basically said, I wonder why I'm ever going to stop making Smash Bros. Why did he say that? Because even so, he does other games. Remember, he used to work for HAL Laboratory. His mentor was Satoru Iwata. He did the character that he created with him and Satoru Iwata was Kirby. And from there, after a while, he did some other games, and then he was introduced a fighting type party game called Super Smash Bros. And then for a while, he took a break. He decided to do Kid Icarus Uprising. Granted, the game is, so-so, but at the same time, hey, look, it's this game. It has that flair. I think it could have been improved. I mean, it could go to the Switch. Just make it just a, third-person shooter. I think it'll be fine. I don't know what they were trying to. They probably pressured him that he had to do a touchscreen because on the 3DS. I tried playing it. It wasn't really that easy. But that's a different story there. And then on Smash Bros. For the Wii U. And here's the hint. Did you know that Nintendo basically asked him, can you do a Smash Bros., one Smash Bros., either the 3DS or the Wii U? Can you do it? Which one do you prefer? And guess what Sakurai said? No one forced him to do this. No one, told him, hey, you got to do this. He did it himself. He volunteered, and he basically said, why not both? Let's make the 3DS owner and the Wii U owner happy. So, again, there you go. He's hard working. And now with the Switch, because people wanted certain X, Y, and Z, and he's giving that X, Y, and Z. Everybody's back. Ridley's there. King K. Rool. Isabel to some extent. Ken. That's all I can think of that people probably wanted. People didn't really. Ken was a given. Incineroar. they just wanted a Pokemon. There you go. So yeah, like him sending him vile messages, giving him a hard time to a point that he has to basically address it. Hey, don't give us feedback because we didn't request it. Just let us do our job. That's really it. Okay, so yeah, just want to give my thoughts about that one because, like I said, as fans, we should be happy that, as Super Smash Bros. Fans, we should really be happy that he's doing whatever he can. He's trying to perfect the game. He wants it to be enjoyable. Heck, guess what? You know that Smash Bros. Wii U champion, Zero? Guess what? He's coming back out of retirement. He was retired for a while, taking a break. Guess what? He's back. And then gets another one, Sonic Fox. Apparently, he took upon of interest of Smash Brothers, so he wanted to try it out. And for a strange reason, he wanted to challenge Zero, but that's the FGC story. Whatever. Again, the point is Smash for everyone. In the case with the Game & Watch controversy, yes, I didn't really agree with the comply thing from that what Nintendo did, but I can understand why they had to do it, or they felt it was necessary, is because they want everyone to have fun, to enjoy Super Smash Bros. And that's include the Native Americans who love Super Smash Bros. That's why the game's E for everyone, because everyone wants to play this game. I don't blame that, I just don't agree with it. So in conclusion, even I'm saying this, that second post he did, it should give everyone a hint that, hey, just relax, hold back, let Sakurai and his team handle it. They know what they're doing. Yes, I do sound like I'm kind of white knighting him. Maybe I am. And of course, to some extent, white knighting is not always a good thing. But there are some situations when maybe it is. In this case in point, sort of, because that people are not mindfulness. He worked so hard. He injured himself. Yeah, he may look young. Maybe he's one of those people that you may be aging from the inside, but the outside you don't. Some people do that. Whatever. But you don't know behind the scenes. You don't know what he's doing when we don't see him. We don't know what he's doing when he's not doing the direct. Maybe there was something. Maybe he is taking medication. Who knows? It's none of my business. But I'm just saying, as a fan of Super Smash Bros., we just have to give him room. That's why. And that second Twitter post, it kind of showed that, hey, look, you gotta back off. I know what I need to do. And that's it. So, yeah, that's my thoughts about his Twitter post, about the DLC. They already know what they wanted. They're narrowing it down. We'll just have to wait and see. Remember, the first one in February is going to be Piranha Plant. Maybe I'm going to assume either April, they're going to reveal the first one. So we'll just have to wait and see. With that, I'll see you guys later.